Hello everybody. Welcome back. It's only been a day since I filmed the last video, but we're gonna keep rolling here because we're keep doing stuff here. Hogs, I'm down at 1200 head finisher today. Dad is marking, and I'll go through and show you what he's doing there in just a second. But I just got done with work. We're gonna sort a group of pigs off, and we got a truck coming at 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. So we'll catch Dad and I sorting here tonight. Might be back in the morning to help them load onto the truck. Usually takes 1 or 2 guys when we have them pre-sorted anyway, so it'll be pretty quick. And then, like I said, revving up for spring. It was a pretty sunny, warm day, but it was windy today, so it sucked a lot of the moisture out of the ground with the sun and the wind combo. So there's rumblings that there's going to be some fertilizer and sprayers running out in the country by the end of the week, so we'll see what happens. I don't think we're going to be as gung-ho on the farm here, but I know there'll be some activity. So just going to hop in, see how far he's got left to mark, and then we're going to hop in the pens and we're going to sort some pigs. I'm going to be masked up here today. Yesterday in the nursery it wasn't as big a deal as the pigs weren't. They don't get as dirty and dry as they do in the nurseries as they do in the finishers here, so there's a lot more dust. A lot of the dust is dry manure that's just caked in there, just built up over time. A lot of it's dead skin cells. I always suffer after I don't wear a mask in the hog barn, so I make sure, in the finishers at least, I have one on. Let's go in. I got my boots, got my high-vis Gritter Construction t-shirt I got from my buddy Nathan. And we're gonna go check out the pigs. They got pink marks this time around. Pink marks for the pigs. I think Dad went and grabbed a new can of paint because it smells like brand new paint can smell in here. One in the corner.
You be over there. I'm right here.
The spring's busted.
Have to weld a new one on. We got a bunch in the shop. Kind of, when they built them, they put mild steel springs in them, and they rusted out. Now they roll a stainless steel spring in there, or put a stainless steel spring in there, so then they last. We've probably done, out of 20 pins, probably 8 or 9 so far. So not bad for 10 years, I guess.
Well, that is everybody sorted. If I haven't explained in here before, this is the big difference between this barn is obviously the capacity, but then also we have these sort pens, which are the little smaller pens in here. The feeders split them there, and there's gates right there that we closed to get these ones in, and then we just open this and send them on down the alleyway up to the truck. So there's no messing around with sorting them while we're loading them. This way we can get some stuff done easier. It takes 2 people to sort them, and we could sometimes do 1 person to load them if necessary, but it usually isn't 1 person.
It doesn't necessarily save you any total time. It's just that you break up the sorting and the loading. So the pigs are a little more mellow in the morning when we load out. If you have 3 people in the barn at once sorting and loading, it's probably about the same total time. But this is a little easier, especially when you're loading the truck. A little less pressure, or a little less stress on the pigs too.
Hello again, everybody. It's been a couple days. I said I was maybe gonna load that load of pigs we just sorted, but I didn't, just because Jim was around, and you don't need 3 people loading when you got them pre-sorted like that. So Dad's taking off for the week. He's up in Bismarck, North Dakota for meetings this week. Here I'm gonna do his chores for the evening. I don't know why I just ran from the south barn on the home place, but I did. I shouldn't be that winded. Here we're just checking on the pigs we loaded in last week. They're still double filled. We're still waiting to clean out the barn down the road. But that barn was the one we pre-sorted last week. So we did 1 load last week, and then I've got another load on Thursday morning, I believe, is when the truck comes. So we're just gonna sort them as we load, I think, because Dad's gone. Get our hired guy to come out and help do it with us, and that'll be that. But otherwise, things are revving up around here. Couldn't quite see the eclipse today. A little cloudy. This is probably the clearest it's been all day, honestly. Yeah, everything's getting ready to roll. We're talking like we might be planting by the end of the week. So planter's all ready to go, sprayer's all ready to go, everything's ready to go. Just gonna get out there and let it dry up, and we're ready to rock. So let's run through the hog barn here quick. Yep, still a little crowded is all, but it's not that big a deal when they're this small yet. Nowhere else for them to go anyway. If I haven't said before, we do chores for the pigs twice a day, once in the morning, once in the evening. Really like to think of the time in the morning for the well-being of the pigs. We're checking water and feed and making sure there's not any deads through the barn. And then at night, more for the well-being of the barn. We really focus on the, if there's anything broken, make sure there's no water spewing anywhere. Again, we're still looking at the welfare of the pigs at night, but just if you focus on one. When you're in there at the time, I don't know, kind of a balance. Automatic feeders, so we don't have to manually feed any of the pigs. Two of our barns, I guess, our 1,200 head barn and Michael's barn are set up with chain discs. They run twice a day for feed. These just have sensors in them, so they run. Honestly, kind of like these ones a little bit better. Sometimes I've seen some nightmares with the chain disc. Luckily, we haven't had any problems with that. And thankfully, Dad wasn't too mad at us for we crunched the door. So this lip the chute has to sit on this bottom part of the lip there, and we didn't quite have on there. And when the truck back, it crushed right there, and the door doesn't shut quite right like it used to, but it's still okay. It's still shut. Yeah. So thanks for not reading me the riot act there, Dad. Yeah, these are market ready pigs. So first group's already taken out of here. We got a group Thursday, like I said. For you guys, that was just a little bit ago. I was sorting them, but this, for me, it's been a couple days. He's still got a mark on him, so we obviously didn't take everyone out. That's all right. There are some big pigs in this barn. So that's chores for today. I'm gonna run to the shop. All right, back in the cold storage shop. Forklifts over here. We moved the hitch over on the planter. We're gonna be planting some beans. Something you might notice right away, the planter is a little different. We maybe upgraded planters. So we made the jump to same model, same amount of rows, just a little bit higher package planter. We got the high-speed package, hydraulic downforce, air just closing system, air just row cleaners. I don't know if you can see it, it's kind of dark in there, but they're the shark tooth. Yetter makes those, sells them to Deere, puts them on. Twister closing wheels, spoked gauge wheels, and then another thing that's missing there is markers. We didn't get markers on this planter. We didn't use the markers one time on our last planter. Another thing with this planter, it's got bigger CCS tanks, and then in base price of this planter for this model year 24 is frame weight distribution. It was not even an option on the previous models. It's now standard on the 1795. So this was one of the last things. I sold the farm before I moved on to a different job. I think I mentioned before, I'm working as a conservation agronomist for our co-op now. But yeah, this was one of the last things I sold, but one of the first things I partially had to buy on the farm. So getting some skin in the game there. Yeah, this thing's loaded up and 410's all hooked up. This is the hitch we got on there. It's an offset hitch. I believe NDY is the name of the company there. We spent the day, or the weekend, I wasn't around, but they swapped this hitch, and then we put all the bean bowls in, and yeah, we're ready to plant some beans, hopefully by the end of the week here. So we'll see what happens. And I realized too, now that I'm in here, I never properly introduced the new to us combine. We did upgrade combines. For the fall of 2022, we purchased this combine and then ordered a new bean head and got this used folding corn head. The combine was used too. It's a 2020. I think the head's a 2022 as well, and then the bean head's a 2023 45 footer. So that was one other big upgrade for us. And I sold all those things to us too, so back when I was selling. So I realized I didn't properly showcase this, but if you watched our recap of 2023 fall video, this was the combine in it, not our 9670. I was sad to see the old girl go, but you just hope that the next one does as good a job, and I can honestly say we didn't have any major problems with this, and I don't think we were any less productive. So yeah, that's good there. Other than that, like I said, we're going to be revving up to be planting here by the end of the week, hopefully. It's a little bit rainy right now outside, but you know, that's spring in Iowa for you. Dad's up in North Dakota this week, I mentioned, so doing chores, and then once he gets back, we'll wait for everyone to be around to get the planter fired up, and he's the guru anyway. So yeah. With that, thanks for watching. If you made it this far, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you all next time.